Welcome to the show, 726 right here in Harrison, Arkansas. I'm doing this show solo today because Ann Lemley has decided that she wanted to take a vacation at the drop of a hat, and she's gone. But we are going right into our first guest, and our only guest for the day from the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce. We have coordinator, and also with her is Patty Methvin. Welcome to the show, girls.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. We're glad to be here.
Good.
We feel very special.
Oh, well, this is the orange shirt day.
Yes, it is. We have reasons.
Tell us what you're doing today.
We're volunteering for the NJCAA National Women's Basketball Tournament. So
Okay. Where's
North
that going
Arkansas
on?
College is hosting, and this is our second year to host. We got a 3-year contract to host. So we have 16 teams from all over the United States here in Harrison, Arkansas. And
Good.
so we're going to work the concession stand.
Oh, good for you. Are you going to sample some of the goodies there?
Maybe. May have a hot dog.
All right. Well, we're here to talk about the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce. I want to ask the guys if they'll shut the door because it's a little unnerving to hear the echo back there. But a lot of things are going on. They're gearing up for a lot of events that are happening out through the spring and summer and into the fall, and it never ends down there at the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Exactly right. And here's our events coordinator who's in charge of all of it.
Yes. The next one that we have coming up is April 3rd, and it's our awards luncheon where we give away awards to different members of our community that are just distinguished and have really put in effort to help our community grow and just be better.
And for people that don't understand how that process works, it's not a secret closed room meeting where we say, oh, we're going to pick our best friends and yada yada. How does all that work?
We send out and put it in the paper, and we send it out to all of our chamber members as well, a nomination form. And we beg people to nominate so that because we don't know everybody. And so there's a lot of times that we'll get a nomination form of somebody who's done stuff that just in organizations that maybe I'm not involved in or we're not involved in. So we always appreciate that.
Yeah, and you always get people that see the behind the scenes of what these people are actually doing, because a lot of the people that get nominated are unsung heroes that really aren't in it for the limelight or for the recognition.
Exactly, and so those are the fun ones to do, especially when you get to, when we get to make those phone calls and call somebody and tell them that they've won an award, and they're like, no. So it's great.
Well, I get the privilege of doing the interviews with them for the special videos that will be shown at the luncheon.
And by the way, you're doing a wonderful job. We really appreciate it.
It's a joy for me because I get to kind of dig in and try to find some personal insights as to who they are and everything. And you get to hear some behind the scenes stories that you probably would never hear. And it gives you a good insight on who the person is and why they're driven to be community oriented.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
On that note, I was just thinking about the first one is the Spirit of Boone County, Community Service Award, and it's Derek Moore, and he's that perfect example of when I first started working at the chamber, he started working on Crawdad Days, and he was facilities, which is code word for trash. I mean, literally just nasty, picking up crawdads and dumping trash cans the whole weekend. He's been doing that for years, and definitely one of those unsung heroes, very dedicated to everything that he does, and again, a behind-the-scenes person. Kind of one of those people that doesn't say a whole lot, but when he does, it means something. You know, you go, oh, yep, he's right. Yeah. So he's great.
What's interesting when I interview the participants and the award winners is there's something happens to them when they start volunteering. There's a spark that happens. There's a connection with them and the community, and you can see it in not only their eyes but in their expressions of their stories. But that's what a real, true volunteer and community's unselfish person of the community does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He volunteers a lot at Bergman. He grew up at Bergman and has a child there, I think, and so he does a lot with the Bergman Booster Club and stuff. So he's kind of all over the community.
So that's one of the nominees.
That's one of the nominees.
And then the next one is Distinguished Leader in a Small Business, and that is going to be Kirkland's Deli. They live there on the downtown square, and they're doing wonderful down there. They're thriving, and they got, whenever we had that big flood, their whole thing got messed up, so they had to redo, but they're still doing great, even though that happened. So they're
great
thriving.
community partners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and it's nice to hear about businesses like that. You don't, they don't necessarily have to advertise and put big billboards up. The word of mouth kind of gets around to show that they treat their customers right and they have a good product and so on.
And down on the square, we love that too. That helps a lot. Rising Star Award of Honor is for our 40 and unders, and that's Kelsey Bardwell. Kelsey, again, is one of those that's just involved in everything. She and her husband and the McNews have purchased some property down on the square. So it used to be called Hole in the Wall. It's the venue on Main now.
Yeah.
You know, they're fixing that up, but she just helps with a lot of things. One of her kids has started a program at the school through the East program where they do welcome bags for team members that come in to Harrison. It's just that whole family is just very community oriented.
Well, she's at that age where, as the same age as my boys, where they're reaching the late 30s, and they're starting to see the need again for community, and especially with the Bardwells and the downtown area.
Yes, yeah.
And a lot of people just let it die, but they don't. They see a
They
need.
don't. And she's involved in a lot of things. She's on the chamber board as well, so she's been very helpful to us with things. She's just a fun person to be around too, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then we have 2 youth awards this year, but the first one's it's the Jerry McFarland Outstanding Youth, and it goes to Addie Jones. And her thing that she got recognized for that she does, it's called Bright Beginnings, and she goes around to all these children and gives them books and shows them the importance of, and she reads to them, and I think that books are kind of a lost thing for children, so she's bringing it back, and she's giving them these books and this opportunity to read.
Yeah, that was her own idea.
Yeah.
Yes,
It came from
and she's a child. I mean, she's been doing this for years.
very intelligent.
Yeah,
girl.
very,
Yeah.
and a lot of it was out of her own pocket at first. She's gotten some donations since because people want to support her, but it's been great.
It's an amazing thing.
And I
that
just
she's
have to
doing.
say that award is named after my daddy.
Yes.
And so that's obviously near and dear to my heart. But it was named after him because of all the time that he spent giving in the community too. So, and he had a real passion for kids. Oh my gosh, he loved kids. So, the next one is the Boone County Youth Organization Award, and not every year do we give 2 awards to a youth or a youth organization. But this year we had 2 that were nominated, and it's Girl Scout Troop 5002, and they've just done tremendous things in the community, really stepped up and shown what Girl Scouts is all about, leaders in the community, so that's a cool one.
Yeah, and then the next one is the nonprofit award, and it's going to the Sharon Kitchen. They are open on the weekends for people to come get a free meal, and they just serve people, and they're doing a great thing there. And
It's through Ozark Sharing Care.
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we love Ozark Sharing Care.
Yeah,
Yes.
Joe Pfeiffer and her gang didn't have enough to do already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they do so much good for our community. We just couldn't say enough. And again, adding one more piece to that puzzle that needed to be filled. So
Well, it's so great to see people that see a need, and that's what that she saw. Was there a need on the weekend that no one was had a program that fed people?
Right.
So that's what she started.
and we're right across from House of Hope, so at times when they're not there, it's kind of heart-wrenching when somebody comes up and needs help and we're not able to help them. So that's the next one is the Terry Stanbaugh Special Merit Award. Again, another award named after somebody. Terry was a dear friend of mine and a huge friend of the community, and especially the chamber, and that's going to Gwen Hoffman this year. Gwen is involved with the Harrison Housing Authority. She's very much involved with the chamber, the hashtag Believe Boone County effort, just tons of stuff. And she's another one of those people that doesn't do it for the recognition. She does it for the passion. She's also one of those that doesn't say a lot, but when she does, it's impactful. And then if you ask her to do something, you just forget it. You just don't worry about it again.
I let
It's
her do it.
done, and it's done well. You know,
We were trying to find pictures for her, and she's like, I don't have a picture of just me. I'm in behind the scenes on everything I do. So.
And she's happy there.
yes,
Yeah,
she
that's where
is.
she likes to be.
Yeah, that's why we want to call her out.
Put her in the limelight. The next one is the Farm Family Award, and
Yeah.
that's going to Matt and Lisa Widener. And the Farm Family Award is
I think the Cooperative Extension Service selects
Yeah.
those every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And that's a
so,
tough one to choose too.
Yeah.
There's so many good
There's so
farmers
many.
out there.
You know, I was not as aware. I knew agriculture was a big impact on our community, but when we started working on the hashtag Believe Boone County strategic plan, we got to talking to some of our partners and realized the millions of dollars of economic value that agriculture gives to our community. So we take the opportunity at the banquet to recognize the Farm Family of the Year. They're actually nominated and awarded in December, but we go ahead and award that.
Yeah.
And then the last one we have is the Tourism Award. This is actually put on by the Convention and Visitors Bureau, or they select
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah.
And this year it's Kevin Cherie. He is the recently retired superintendent of the Buffalo National River.
Oh, okay.
And Kevin has done a great job with the Buffalo National River. He has been very instrumental in recruiting minorities to the area to work for the Buffalo National River, as well as encouraging people to come and take advantage of it. He's just a great ambassador for our area and is just a great guy. So we're excited about that one too.
And this luncheon will be, give some dates and times and who can come.
It'll be April 3rd at 11. It's going to start at 11:30. It'll be at the Duran Center. And everybody is welcome to come. We want everybody to enjoy.
So you don't have to be a chamber member.
No. Mm-mm. But you do need to register.
Okay,
And
because
you
there are
need
only
to,
so many tables.
there's
and
only so many
yeah.
tables. And we got to order food. We want to make sure we've
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
plenty.
Okay.
A ticket is $35. If you buy a table of 8, it's $245, which gives you one free ticket for that
Yeah.
table of 8. So you can buy them individually or as a table.
Right.
But the sooner the better. You can let us know. Call us at the chamber and
It's
we'll
a
put you
big
down.
turnout, so if you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
thinking about going, you might want to go ahead and get your
We
tickets in.
typically have between 450 to 500 people. And so if one of these award winners is somebody you want to support, buy your ticket, show up. We
Okay.
really appreciate people being there.
Good.
Yeah.
That event is coming up quick. We got more to talk about. I'm
Yes.
going to take a break and let people go get a refreshment out of the refrigerator, and we'll be right back in a couple minutes. We'll talk more with Patty and Kayla in just a few minutes. Stay with us. Welcome back. We are talking with Kayla Tougaw and Patty Methvin from the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce, and you're watching 726 right here in Harrison, Arkansas. We've been talking about the awards luncheon that's coming up in April next month. It's coming around the corner real quick, and now we're going to be talking about an event that. Now, who put this together initially? What was the meeting like when you said we need to do this?
There's a lot of overlap in some of these organizations of volunteers. We just talked
Okay,
a lot
yeah,
about
yeah.
people who volunteer for a lot of things. And so it kind of started through Rotary, which I'm also involved
Okay.
in. And we were looking
So
for...
you're to blame for all this.
No, I'm not. Shannon Snow is.
Okay.
But we were looking for a way to put on a benefit, something that we could all benefit from these different causes, and but also would benefit the community. Something fun to do. I mean, and we had done a spaghetti supper and this, that, and the other, and so
Sometimes you just want to change it up, don't you?
we need to
Yeah.
change it up.
Yeah.
And there were he's also involved in CASA. He's involved in Rotary, and he's involved in the chamber. And so we were just talking about all the organizations that could come together who couldn't afford to hire a good band to bring to town on their own. So if we pool our resources,
Yeah.
and we pool our volunteer pool, and work together, we could do one concert, 5 causes. So
Okay.
so we've partnered together and we're working on this. We're pretty excited about it.
So tell us about the band and where it's going to be and all that.
The Little River Band is coming, and then National Park Radio will be opening for them. The doors will open at 6, and you can come and get your seats, and there'll be concession stands and get your food for dinner time. And then it's going to be at Pioneer Pavilion at the gym at North Ark. And then, so Little River Band, National Park Radio will start at 7.
And
is
they're
whenever
an
they're-
awesome band.
Yes,
They are
they're a
awesome.
local band.
And they're excited to get. I mean,
Yes.
can you imagine getting to play right before Little River Band too? And so that'll be great.
Yeah, and then Little River Band will just come on after them. So
It's on the 28th of April. It's a Saturday.
Okay.
And then the 5 causes are CASA, the Chamber, North Arkansas Medical Center Foundation, Rotary, and the college, North Arkansas College.
Okay.
And then also the Convention and Visitors Bureau has helped us with some funding and advertising and stuff
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
So all of us have, again, we put in a portion of the money and then we'll divvy up the proceeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And ticket sales are on universe.com, and they start at 40 as general admission, and they go up from there. There's some VIP passes available where
Okay.
you can go backstage and
So you want everyone to go to the website?
Yes.
We do.
There's no one local
universe.com.
to buy tickets
No,
from?
it's all on the website.
Okay.
It's all on the website.
Better way to track it, I guess.
And the cool part about this website too, some of those websites that you do, they have a huge upcharge. This one just has a very minimal upcharge.
It's the smallest one that we can find,
Yeah.
so that's why we went
We
with
did
that
that
one.
on purpose. And we were talking about your section that you buy your ticket in is first come, first serve. So get there early if you want the front row of your section. So the tickets
Okay.
are not by specific row and seat, they're by section. So there's a general admission area, and there's quite a few of those tickets, and there's still quite a few out there if you want to get a ticket. So, yeah. But if you get one of those VIP tickets, again, it's first come, first serve,
Okay.
and so you get to
Every
choose your
section is
seats.
first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So.
And we won't have to worry about rain or shine because it'll be indoors.
Inside.
It'll be a guaranteed event, so you don't have to worry
Yes.
about that.
Yes.
So that's coming up April
28.
28.
And I'll say this too. This is the first big concert that we've tried to have in a long time. It's pretty important because when we were trying to recruit bands, they were like, so how many people came to the last one?
Oh, okay.
Certain bands only want to be in venues that are guaranteed sales and things like that.
Right.
So we really need the community to support this so we can do this more and more. I know, Little River Band, I'm very excited about that, and there's a lot of people are. But if we want to do other types of bands or other venues, we need to support this cause so
Yeah.
that we can say we have a track record, this is what we've done, and get a little reputation for being band friendly.
Yeah, and we're not in a huge metropolitan area where we can just grab somebody coming through.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Right.
kind of out of the way, so
Yeah.
whatever we can get is pretty big to get here.
That's
in
right,
Harrison.
and we got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we hope to grow this and grow the amount that we put in for
Okay.
support and get
Yeah.
other bands and stuff. So and again, these are all nonprofits. Not every one of them is going to put all the money that we make back into the community.
Yes.
So you need to look at this in one way as a benefit back to the community. You're
Absolutely.
donating
Yeah.
part of the money that goes back to
Absolutely.
these five different. Is it five?
Five
Five One
causes,
concert.
one
ticket.
concert.
5 causes.
All right. Before we have to leave, do you want to talk a little bit about Crawdad Days?
Crawdad Days. Yes.
Typically, when we have on orange shirts, they're Crawdad shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it's going to be May 18th and 19th this year, and we've booked our music venue is booked, so we have all our people. The Morrison Brothers is our main Saturday night, and Jason Pritchett will be there as well, and there's plenty others. But yeah, it's going to be
Gonna be
rocking.
awesome. We're already getting some craft vendors, retail vendor
Okay.
applications, and earlier than we normally do. So we
Yeah.
feel like we're going to fill up pretty quickly. So if anybody
Okay.
wants to be a vendor, they need to get their application in ASAP.
And they
as
can
soon
go to
as possible.
crawdaddays.org to get those, to access those.
Okay.
And then
So-
we're always looking for volunteers.
Yes.
Okay.
We need people to help us with traffic and all that kind of stuff. And we've got a Crawdad T-shirt already designed. It's really cool.
Okay.
And so we're going great guns with that. We're pretty
Yes.
excited about it.
Sounds like, and I'll just have to ask you to come back and
Oh,
talk in more
details.
detail because it's a huge event and there's a lot of things going on and
Yeah, we do we'll have the 5K and we'll have,
you're
the
gonna have
children's
a car
stage.
show again because that
have
was
the
big
car
last
show.
year.
Yeah.
I always loved the old
We're
cars.
partnering with the downtown organization on the car
Yes.
show this year. We're going
Good.
to take it back to the square.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Would you make up your mind?
No,
I know.
because you got to try things.
I liked it down here in front of T's Barbecue. I liked all that.
Yeah.
Well, we did too,
Yeah.
but we had over 100 cars last year, so space is an issue.
Okay.
And so we're going to take it back to the square and support the downtown merchants down there.
And some of the car owners have expressed that they liked it better on the square
Yeah.
too. So we're just trying to.
we
kind
tried
of,
something. You
Yeah.
got to try things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
So
never
we're-
satisfy everyone.
No,
No.
and we're okay with change.
Yeah.
We don't mind
It's
changing.
good.
All right. Well, we sure appreciate you being a part of the community because it really makes for a lively environment when you can wake up and say, what's happening? And the chamber's got something going on. And
Yeah.
We
it's
try.
always fun. Always fun.
And please know our heart is always about doing what's best for the community. That's where our
Absolutely.
hearts are.
Well, we appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we thank you for watching. If you want to be a part of this programming and you want to be, if you want to schedule a section or a segment on the program, you can do so by calling us here at 870-741-4891. Or you can contact us on Facebook at Hometown Television, or you can go to our website at hometowntv.net. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.